we're going today, well, there's a, okay. Today we're going to talk about some new technologies. It's 5G plus 4K, 8K plus AI. It's actually the strategy performed by our company. It's the CMG, China Media Group. And we're going to talk about these three parts, especially the artificial intelligence, if you're interested. And you heard a lot of things about that, but we're going to talk about a little bit deep today and to show you some very interesting examples or ideas about the artificial intelligence. And first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Sun Hu. I was a correspondent at the first, and if you can tell the background about that picture that was taken in Baghdad, Iraq, 8 years ago. If you're familiar with the situation in Iraq, you will know that the time is when ISIS arise and try to attack the north provinces in Iraq, and then try to approach Baghdad. I was in Baghdad, and I was there for the next 4 years. So basically covered all the event during the war, and also the last retrieval for the last city, Mosul, and the end of the war. So after that, I taught myself the program language called Python, if you ever heard about that, and became a Python developer. And my specialty is big data and artificial intelligence. And after that, now I'm based in Dubai, became the Deputy Director of International Cooperation Department. And today I'm so glad to be here to give some interesting idea in front of you. And first of all, let's take a look at some of the keynotes. We're gonna start with something called the 4G plus, the 4K plus 5G backpack. Is this kind of thing. We are doing the live using this instead of big N or some other devices. It's smaller and faster because we use 5G, and 4K is clearer. And also we are talking about AI. If it occurs to you that we heard about AI all the time, but do we know what is an AI? What's inside? Is it a file or something? We're going to find out in the next few pages. And what can be done by an AI? We heard about it can do the facial recognition and image segmentation, all of that. But what else it can do? We're going to find out. And the third, we're going to use an AI to help us to facilitate our work in media. So we're going to have some event or examples that we use in AI to in this area. And the last, everything is better with the internet. So we're going to talk about the cloud, the news cloud developed by our company CMG. The news cloud, we have some AI tools also on it. So we're going to give some also examples. So first of all, let's get started with the backpack, this thing. And you may notice there's a QR code on the right top. If you're interested, our colleague is using these devices to make a live over there, and you can scan that QR code and to enter that live room. And for here, I just gonna play a video instead of just the pages of PPT. I found it's much more beautiful. So let's start with the video. This is the 5G plus 4K thing, and this the devices. And you can notice that it has many features. We are not going to talk about all of this because there are some parameters, some all-known words we don't care about. I just mentioned some keynotes for very important for a correspondent. As you can see, there's a screen on it. This one I'm not turning it on, but if you turn it on and plug a camera in it, you can see the picture like that in the video. And first of all, I want to mention the low latency. It's less than 200 milliseconds latency. That allows you to make a conversation with the director or with anyone else. If you talk in a very normal speed, then you don't feel the lag. And after that, it's a 4K thing. So I really would like to show you the Ultra HD video here in this big screen, but unfortunately the 5G internet is not stable indoors, so we upload HD video today. So in the future, maybe we have the opportunity, I can show you the 4K thing if on the big screen it's so astonishing. And also it's also support the vertical screen coding, because nowadays we're using the cell phone more than the computer or TV. So we can film, we always film this way, like this, the selfie. So after that, we can put the signal into these boxes, and it supports the vertical screen coding. Then it can transfer the video stream directly to the receiving end, saving a lot of time to transfer from horizontal to the vertical version. So that's another feature for this box. And also the transmission thing. You can see here, we don't care about the protocols or the other things, other words. I just want to show you here on this side. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but we have 6 SIM cards. You can put it here. We are not using only one SIM card, and we are not choosing the SIM card from only one company. We choose from different operator network. Then a video stream can use this algorithm to split it into 6 parts, and we feed back at the same time to the receiving end, and they're gonna merge the 6 parts to get the original video stream and put it on the big screen. So that means you can avoid the unstable internet coverage. You can walk during the news reporting, and also the algorithm can detect and analyze all the news, all the operator networks, and choose the best. Like if we have 2 5G SIM card inside, it will choose these 2 5Gs to send most of the content, and the other things just supporting. And if you change the internet environment, then the list also gonna change in real time. So you don't worry about the speed, you don't worry about the transmission, you don't worry about anything about internet. It's pretty convenient. And the last thing, of course, it's smaller. I don't know if you remember the old times when back to 2014 when I was in Baghdad, we used BigN to do the live. It's a big thing, this big. And we have to put it on the ground and fix it to the satellite to adjust all the parameters and to connect with the computer and to use several softwares to make it right. And you don't want people to cross it, and you don't want to stay close to the BigN because it has radiation, maybe harm your health. This is all the time we do the lives. But nowadays, you can carry this thing with you, and during the emergency, you just put it in a bag and wear it, and use a cell phone connected to it, and you can do lives, you can shoot everything, and on the site. This makes you a one-man team, actually. You are really a correspondent, a technician, and maybe a cameraman, all by yourself. So using this also, you can feed back the 4K video stream that, because this is a feature of that. And all about these features, we also have some highlights about these boxes. I'm gonna pick some important ones to tell you that it also supports the portable director. I'm not turning this on, but if you are using it, and for example, we have 2 cameras. We can plug here, and we have a GoPro. We can plug here, and we have a cell phone. We can connect to it. Then the screen will split into 4 parts, and it's a touch screen. So you can touch it and to choose one picture that you like. Then you can be your own director, and you can choose your own picture that you like to give the explanation or give subscription or to give commentary about maybe a football game or something. You can be your own director. But in fact, that we are correspondent, we don't want to do that. So you can leave it with a cameraman, or you can leave it with a technician, that you are in the same team face to face, and the director is in front of you. You can communicate. So that's the interesting things. You can be your own director. And the other features, I want to just give some brief, because you don't need to worry about breaking it, because it supports the hot plug. You can plug in any new cameras. You can remove any cables that you want. And there's something called tally. The tally is something, it's like an indicator. You can connect to the box, and then if it's remote controlled, you will have a light here. You will know that your picture is on the big screen, so stand stable and talk carefully. And all of that are in the cloud. Yes, we mentioned the cloud in this time first. Like you can share everything with your colleague, with the director, you can communicate. And something more interesting is that like we said, we are a one-man team. During the emergency, we have to do the lives and to go to the site. And after the live, maybe you want to film something on the site and edit it after you come back to the office. Then you can use this one, upload to the cloud, and download it after you're back in the office and edit it or edit it online. That's why we need a cloud. And all of that, you just need this box. And after that, we talk about something, we called it time synchronization. That's because we not only use one box to do the live, we maybe have several boxes. Maybe someone's inside the stadium and someone outside, and maybe someone is over another continent and other bureau. You have to cooperate to make a huge live globally. So that means you have to all transfer feedback, all the video stream to like our headquarters Beijing. And the director, the most afraid thing is the latency. And we can use little algorithm to synchronize the time, decrease the differential between the different video stream to less than 2 frames, less than 100 milliseconds. So that's basically the synchronized video pictures. So allows the director to switch between the pictures whatever he wants. So we can make a complicated and globally big live show on the screen. That's possible. So that's nowadays we use this kind of things to do live. We don't carry a lot of things. We just carry this and carry a cell phone, and we can make all of that. And I want to mention some events and cases we have made inside China. As you can say, there's the first one I want to mention is we built a studio on the high-speed train, and the speed of the train is over 350 kilometers per hour. It's during the Beijing Olympic Games. So I'm gonna play a video to show you that is the That is the thing we have used on the train, and put it in the bag and put it on the train. It's over 350 kilometers per hour. But we use this and to build a 4K studio on that train. We provide the 4K public signals to all the media. So as you can say, it's the first case in the world. And also, this is the first debut of this box in Middle East. We hope that we can use it in the very recent future to help our correspondents to facilitate their media work. Okay, that's all for the 5G plus 4K backpack. And welcome to the big data and AI world. And first of all, I want to mention that everyone's talked about AI, but has it occurs to you that you may want to know that if you have an AI model on your computer, what is it? Is it a file? Is it a directory? Or is it a program or something? You may have these questions. And also, the AI can do so many things. We have the examples like the facial recognition and other things, maybe understand what you say and maybe to give you some answers to very complicated questions. But what's inside an AI? The AI, how can they do things? How can we build an AI? I don't know if you have these questions. We're going to find out in the next page. So are there codes inside the AI, the program language, or the numbers inside? Because we know the computer can only recognize zeros or ones. Yeah, so let's answer the questions one by one. To my experience, AI are files. If you have an AI model on your computer, then you will have this file. It's like the PyTorch model.bin, and the PyTorch is a framework. We don't care about that. You just need to know this is a file of AI model, and it has a big size. Like this one, it's nearly 400 megabytes. So it's an AI to understand the language. We call it NLP, if you heard about that word, natural language processing. And this one can help the computer understand what you said. Like the first person give a comment like, I don't like fish. And the second one said, I like seafood. So the computer cannot tell the difference between the two sentences, but this AI can. So the first one, if we have a recommend system, we can recommend the something like fish to the first person, like shrimps cancer to the first person. The other person, we know the computer knows he doesn't like seafood, so maybe recommend him some fruits and some vegetables to him. So that's a really useful model in our system. And I want to tell you something a little bit difficult and how we build an AI, how we train an AI. And I give this equation here because AI consists of all these equations. First of all, 2x plus 1 equals 5. Then we know that x equals 2. But AI doesn't learn in this way. AI is a child. He needs to learn based on all the data you give him. Like here, we give the data 2, 1, and 5. 2 and 1 is our input, 5 is the output. So the AI is the child doesn't know anything, but he will guess at the first step. X, I don't know how the value is, so I guess the x equals 0. And then the next step, the answer, of course, is wrong. It's 1 equals 5, of course, is wrong. So the model will give the AI is a feedback. The feedback tells the AI that you are wrong, but you should increase the value of x. But AI is a child. He's so afraid to make the second step, so it makes a small step. So he let x equals 0.1. That's the first step. So after that, 0.2, 0.3, 1.7, 1.8 until 1.9. It's not equals 2, but the next step he will choose that x equals 1.91, 9.92. Like that, after maybe hundreds or thousands steps, it will give you the answer. It's not equals 2, but x equals 1.99. It's not 100% accurate, but we find it acceptable to cope with our problem. So that's why we, if they find the answer, we can use it. We finish the training phase. We call it the inference phase. We deploy this model to our computer, and then we can give new input, like this one is 3 and 2, to give the answer, and he will give us a feedback, like not 8, but like 7.99. This is something we know the answer is so close to 8, so we can use it. And if you can see this video, it's something. Oh, it's not playing. So no problem if I can hit it to play. Oh shit. No problem. Just these red dots are our data, and the AI will draw a line to fit all our data. And then he will randomly draw a line first, and then he will adjust the line to fit all the red dots. This is a video. I give you another example. This one, we always give this example. Training an AI is like to let the child find a way to get off a mountain. This is a mountain, and the child is randomly choose a location on that mountain, and we will feed him the data, and he will make steps. Step by step, he will find a way, use our data as a compass. If he finds the way to get off the mountain, find the valley, then we get the right model. But most of the time, the child is going to be lost in this mountain. In that case, we have to all start over. So that's the training phase. That's how we build an AI. And we mentioned the AI has equations, has numbers, and also it's a monster. We remember the model we just mentioned, the PyTorch model.bin, to use to do the NLP thing. Let's see what's inside. If you can, it's not very clear, but you can say inside this model, total parameters is 102 million parameters. That's a lot of things. So if we're talking about training this AI, that means we have to train all these 102 million parameters inside an AI. So we may need billions of data to do that, and takes maybe hundreds of hours to do that. So they are monsters. And speaking of the big data, also I want to show you something we use big data to build. It's the video. we use the web spider to download everything, every data from the website, and this is COVID-19 confirmed cases. And by country, we got the confirmed cases by each day in each country. So we make a list and put into a race bar, and we can say something from this chart because we are about to say Turkey. We just noticed Turkey in a few seconds at the end of the year of 2020. The confirmed cases is rocket high. From this chart, we can easily tell that, scrap to the top 1. So after that, you can know something definitely wrong in Turkey. So you can write an article to make a survey what's wrong with Turkey in the COVID-19 confirmed cases. Then give us the new idea to write an article. This is the new aspect to do a news. It's according to the data, we can do something like that. This is a big data use. Other than training an AI part, also we can do this called data mining to give you new ideas, maybe to give you answers to your questions. So that's the big data thing, and we back to AI. What can be done by AI? We start with something we are familiar with. Facial recognition, everyone knows that because we are unlock our phone, use our face, use this technology every day. And I give you some picture like this. This the face in an AI eye. So there's some celebrities, Chinese celebrities. The AI can easily draw the face edge using the model, and compared to the database, he will know who is this guy and write his name under her face. And we know that this person is in costumes. They are wear makeups, and the AI still can recognize them because it depends on the feature in our face. This thing cannot be changed easily. So your phone knows you in the morning, at noon, and at night because of the features. It's not relevant to the makeups that you wear or the clothes you wear, just the features on your face. So the facial recognition is simple, I think everyone is familiar with. And the second is called SR, super resolution. You can say we use an AI called TechGAN to increase the resolution of the video by 4 times. So no matter the content is, there's an animals or there's the animation created by human, we can use this model to increase the resolution. So we are also using this model to repair some old films. I think you also heard about that. Use this model, we can repair a very old video to make it high HD so we can use it nowadays. So that's the SR, super resolution. And there's something called image stylization. And we can see this on the right side. Oh, to you is the left side. It's the real picture we took, use a cell phone. And the other side is the AI try to paint, and in a style called, in the Japanese style called ukiyo-e, he will imitate this kind of style and try to paint a picture according to the real picture. So if he can do this, he can also imitate some really famous painter in the world like Van Gogh or some other painters. So he can imitate their style to draw a picture. So that's an AI can do. And the last, you also may heard about this, computer vision. This is something we are using a lot in the real world because the auto drive you use in the computer vision combined with other sensors, you can let a car drive by itself. But this picture, we can say there are 5 people maybe talking, walking in this picture. And we also put this picture into the AI model, and this turns out. This is a picture in an AI eye. So we saw that there's some dotted boxes to remark this is a person. I don't know if you can say the AI even marked this is a person, that is a purse, a handbag, there's a bench, and there's even a dog. We cannot recognize that on our side, but the AI can recognize on the first side. So the AI can find the subject of a picture, and we can use it to do a lot of things we can find out in the next pages. What's more, there's some more things, interesting things we can do with an AI, but I didn't find any applications here. I just show you some examples I found on internet. This is the Yosemite, and we can find there's 2 rows. Let's look at the first row. The first group, on the left, it's a winter Yosemite, and the right side, all the trees is rendered green. We can use an AI to change seasons for the pictures. On the right side also, from winter to summer. And the second row is the opposite. From summer to winter, all the trees are rendered gray, like there was a snow just now. And also change the summer to winter. This is something we used an AI model called CycleGAN. If you are interested, you can Google. And the other thing, we can not only change the seasons, we can also change this. We give the features to the AI, and there's a horse, there's a zebra. He will learn what's the features of these pictures, and then if we give him the picture of a horse, he will give us a zebra, and the opposite, if we give him the zebra, he will give us the horse. And the last 2 rows also, the apple to orange, the orange to apple. It can turn the object in a picture, and you just need to give him lots of pictures. Like the orange thing, I tried to build the AI model using the picture, but I only have thousands of pictures. So my result is not as good as this one. I guess this one used maybe millions of pictures to do that. Maybe it takes a week to train that AI model, maybe use a very powerful GPU to do that. So that's the AI model. And also, we can turn pictures, we can alter audio, transfer audios. We give a horse to the AI, it can transfer to a zebra. So don't trust any videos on the internet. All is forged or fabricated easily. And the last, I want to show you a painter, AI painter. And let's give it a few seconds if you draw from the very beginning. So according to using this AI, we can give him a picture, and he will imitate a painter, real painter, to make painting and to show you the process. Any picture can be drawn by an AI to give the result like this. So this is some interesting example I want to share with you. And about the AI, we talk a lot, but how we can use the AI to help us with the media work. So let's begin with this page. First of all, I want to show you this. When I was in Lebanon 2020, we encountered a very big explosion. It's really big. You will find out in the next few seconds. And yeah, this big. So as the correspondent, I was there, and unfortunately only me and my cameraman was there in Beirut. So we headed to the site to report these things to make lives. But after that, we have to shoot maybe lots of things on site. There's an explosion, we shoot the ambulance, to shoot the people, to do interviews. We got like 20 gigabytes or 30 gigabytes of video material. So when we come back to the office, if I, as a correspondent, I have to write a script to listen to the interviews, and also I need to edit all the video materials. That's too much for me, for one person. So we give all these materials to the computer and waited for like 5 minutes, and he will edit all this video for me and give us this video. This is the 20 gigabytes video material after edited by an AI. It gives back, I think, 1.5 minutes videos. So it's all empty shots. The AI can recognize the subject in this video and track and evaluate this picture is good or not. If there's some flaws in the video, he will kick out that clip and use the next one. And according to the timeline, he will concatenate all the video together, so give you back this kind of video. And it's not very good, but it's good enough to put it on the screen with your script. So that saves you a lot of time to do that. And also, there's another version upgraded, and it's a Lebanon protest after the explosion. So this model, we added the facial recognition. So the AI knows this is a group of people there, and making protests, doing various things. And according to the result, I think this result is much more beautiful than the first one, because we're using the facial recognition things. So that's it. We just keep going a few seconds and we move on to the next part. This is the original version, original output, edited by AI. I didn't do any re-editing or things. I think it's totally acceptable. And also something we call the script translation. I think you all familiar with that. We use Google Translation all the time. And in CMG, we have the Chinese channel, we have the Arabic channel, we have the English channel, French channel, a lot of channels. So after you write a script in Chinese, you need to translate into Arabic and send to the CGT Arabic channel. And we can use an AI to do that. Translation is so easy, less than 1 minute, he can complete that. And it even can fit the format of CGT Arabic, change the format of the script. That's save you a lot of time. But of course, you need a manual check, the manual inspection. You need to modify some words because it's translated by a machine. You cannot trust it 100%. You need to modify. And the last part is called summarization. This is an article about Eiffel Tower, and we can give this article to an AI to hit the compute, and he will shorten the article to write a summarization of that article to you. And for example, we can use this model to help us in live. Like in next 10 minutes, I'm gonna have a live to talk about some big event, but I need some background information. So I Googled like 3 very long articles. I don't have time to read them all, so I just leave it with an AI to ask him to give us like 100 words of the summarization of all this information. He can do that and give you 100 words, and you can read it in the live. So that's the AI can help you in live called summarization model. And this is something, actually it's not the latest things, not the things we are doing now. I want to show you something we are doing nowadays from TV to mobile apps. I just got the mobile to give some examples. We all shooting this way, use a cell phone or use a camera, the horizontal way. But nowadays, maybe we need to upload to a new media platform like TikTok. TikTok we watch like this, not like this, the vertical version. So we need to re-edit all the videos we have filmed to turn it into a vertical version. But sometimes the subject is not in the middle of the picture, if you get my meaning. And we cannot edit, and we cannot edit by use human hands, bare hands. We cannot do that. So we are developing something like this. The AI, as we explained, he can track the subject in the picture. So he can cut automatically and choose the most important part in the big picture and cut it into a vertical version. So let's play this video. This is Olympic Games. You can say the AI is tracking the human in the picture and cut it and just focus on that person, the most important part in the picture. And to give you this, and I just want to pause here. There's some Chinese subtitles in the picture, but we don't care about what it means, but we care about it's moving. The camera is moving, if you can notice. I just play back a little bit. Where's my mouse? If you can say the words on the picture, just give a few seconds. On the right side, it's moving. yeah, the camera is moving. The AI is imitate a cameraman, the real cameraman, to move the camera to focus on the people's face. So that's why we're trying to train this AI, use a lot of data, and we want to get the best result that you can transfer or convert a horizontal video to a vertical one automatically. You don't need to do anything. You just wait in front of your computer, waited for like 20 minutes. It will automatically done. And that's the game, sports field, and also we can convert a ceremony. This is the Spring Festival Gala in CMG, and just a bunch of singers and dancers. We can also track them as well. There are some singers, I think, after. You can track her face or track the clothes. You know this is a person, he will focus on that person. And I want to show something, this. This is a vlog. Nowadays, we use a lot of blogs as a correspondent. We can tell some details behind the scene. So this is a blog made by my colleague. He's in Afghanistan. He's ready to go to the epicenter of an earthquake. But during this vlog, he's moving all the time and doing all kind of things. So using AI, we can track where he is and cut this picture and to make it a mobile version. And at the last, even the in a car, yes, and if someone is talking, you can say, he's not in the middle of the picture, but the AI can cut his face in this mobile screen. So that's something we try to do, and we're gonna have a lot of things we need to update in this AI, and we hope in the recent future we can use this AI to help our correspondents. And what's about the future? Oh, I'm sorry about the video, it should play, but let's talk about the future, about the future of this AI. Sometimes we use the phone, we can turn it to a vertical version, and we have to upload to TikTok. But if you notice, the correspondent is speaking in Chinese. We have to add some subtitles for him in Arabic or English. Then we can use the ASR, it's called speech recognition. We can convert the audio to text and then translate it to from Chinese to English or Arabic. And then we can, according to the timeline, of course, we can make the automatic subtitle making, and it can render with the video upload to the TikTok simultaneously. So, and the second is called scenario classification. The AI knows what's in the picture, so it knows what the picture is about. It's a game, it's a meeting, it's something explosion. So we can make this classification. If we have the database, we can tell an AI, yes, please give me like 1 minute of Beirut explosion. He will select from the database, give you all the explosion clips, and then, as we mentioned, it can edit it automatically. He will give you 1 minute clip, empty shot, and you can use it directly in your news, like that. And the last two, we're gonna talk both together. Subject detection and tracking, we talk a lot about that. The personal highlights. I give you an example. I'm a fan of Lakers. My favorite player is Kobe Bryant. So if I'm watching a Lakers game, then I want the AI to give me all the shots of Kobe Bryant. So he can track Kobe Bryant's face and give me all the cuts, make a Kobe Bryant cut for me. So this is the personal highlights, and it's the real-time rendering. So that means it's a whole new way that you interactive with your audience on the new media platform. So that's the future thing we try to do. So this is all about AI, and at last always we talk about the cloud. So let's get a peek of the cloud. So this is the things about CMG. We are trying to build a global integration news editing and broadcasting network by settling settle the central station at its core. Our core is in our headquarters in Beijing. So everything, every tools, every video materials is backup in Beijing. So if we need anything, we just contact with Beijing. He will give you this kind of things. It's easily not very easy, but we can do that. We can get the resources, whatever we need. Because we cannot all the times to connect with the core is so complicated. So we also build some master sites. We can see the two pictures. On the right side, on my right side, is the domestic master site. We got 31 master sites inside China. Basically, every province, there's one site, and it's called this node about this cloud. We can, through this node, we can connect with the core, connect with the cloud. And also the single reporter at its touch spot. As a reporter here, I use something, maybe this one, maybe the box. I connect with the internet and plug it with the computer. I can use this thing to connect with our cloud and to do all the things we have explained already. And so this is the touch spot. And overseas, we also have some nodes here. South and North American, Europe, Asia, Middle East, Africa, so everywhere, basically 7 central bureaus. Like Dubai, we are, like Middle East, we are based in Dubai, so we have a node here. We can use that node to connect with the cloud, or use these devices. You can use it as a touch spot. So this is the cloud we are making. And also the news cloud is something like this. The core capacity is the AI tools. And all the AI tools is on the cloud. We just give some examples. On the right side is the technician we have used, the facial recognition we explained, and the OCR. It's the AI can read all the words on the picture, and also the NLP, also the audio recognition, and also the computer vision we talked about already. And the first example, the smart soliciting contributions. So example, if you are in a press conference, you, as a correspondent, you have make notes all the time. And after you back to the office, you, according to the notes, you will select the questions and the answers you need and use it in your script. And this AI can help you to slice the whole press conference into clips and in the form of question and answer, question and answer, question and answer. And if you need, it can also turn the audio to text. So you can search your question, not listen to the speech, but just look at the script AI generated. So, and it can also help you to combine all the materials together and to give you a whole script about the press conference. It's very easy and quick. The second one, Smart Scroll, it's actually the things we have already mentioned is the subtitle making. And we turn from, convert the audio to text. And then it, according to the timeline, we can render with the video and put the subtitle on the video. So this is Smart Scroll. And the third thing is called Smart Dubbing. And like if you need your script to get some voiceover on the script, you just need to upload the text to the cloud. And because CMG has trained a powerful AI using the famous anchor's voice and your script, you can choose your favorite anchor and to make the voiceover. So it will return you an audio file. So that's the things you need to do. Just upload and wait. And the last thing, smart translation, I don't need to explain more because this, like the Google translation we have explained, we can transfer between different languages and send to different channels. So basically that's all for today. We talk about 5G, talk about 4K, and talk about all the AI things. And we explained what is an AI. It's a file. It needs data to be trained, and it needs computing power. And also we are building cloud using all these AI tools to facilitate your work in the media area. So that's for all, and thanks for coming. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you so much. So yeah, I'm finished.